What is up, you guys? It is me, your favorite girl, Stephanie Chanel, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is courtesy of Miss Losa Natural here on YouTube. What's up, girl? She tagged me in the fragrance personality or the personality fragrance tag. How does that go? Fragrance personality tag. That's what it's called, y'all. And this is going to be this video. I don't know. This is my about second or third time filming it. My footage, it won't work on iMovie. So we're doing it for the third time, and third time is always a charm. So um, we got our red on. We got our questions. Now, let's get into the video. So the very first question is, what is your boss babe scent? Now, honestly, y'all, to me, this was like a no-brainer because every time I wear this, I just feel like a boss babe. So my boss babe scent is Chloe Nomad. To be honest, you guys, yeah, this is boss babe material. Now, to me, there's many different boss babes, and this one right here is definitely more of like a carefree but on your grind kind of girl. So this girl right here, her daddy has money, right? Her daddy probably has an empire, and she just doesn't want to be known as daddy's girl and like be respected as like the entitled brat. Is that how we would call it? Yeah, like an entitled brat. She's like, no, I want to make my own money. I want to make it my way. I want to make a name for myself. I don't want to be daddy's girl. I want to be my own girl. This smells so good, y'all. It's a bit earthy, a touch fruity. Like, I believe there's patchouli in this. And if there's not, my nose is picking up patchouli big time. But this is just so good. And I think it's the patchouli that's grounding this fragrance, but also making this fragrance kind of smell a little hippie-like as well. But don't get me wrong, there's some hippie boss babes out there too. So this is just all around a boss babe scent to me. Like, she has a lot of money. She's very wealthy. She did it on her own. But she's also very, let me call my shaman. You understand? Well, my boss babe scent is Chloe Nomad. So the next question is, what is your go-to bed scent? And I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And I'm like, y'all, I don't really have a go-to bed scent. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really wear, well, let me not lie. I'd be wearing perfume to bed, but I don't have like a go-to. So I was like, you know what? There is a scent that I have been going to the past like week and a half, and I've just been loving wearing it. So does this count? Like, does it have to be all perfume? We're gonna sneak this one in there, but this is Vetiver and Vanilla by Bath and Body Works. Technically, it's not a perfume, it's a body mist, or yeah, it's a body mist. But y'all, this is my go-to right here. Vetiver and Vanilla by Bath and Body Works. This is calming, very peaceful, and it just smells really, really good. This is like a spa in a bottle. Like, this is just so, so, so good. My go-to beds, what is it? My go-to bed scent would have to be Vetiver and Vanilla by Bath and Body Works. Okay, so the next question is, what is your hug in a bottle? Baby, this was so simple for your girl. I love this fragrance. And when I smell this fragrance, it's just very motherly, comforting. You just smell kind and compassionate. And this is just so good, y'all. This, man, yeah. So my hug in a bottle is Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. And this is a lavender vanilla scent, like on a 100. This thing is so good. I don't know what Guerlain does with their lavender, but this lavender is so pretty and so beautiful. Mon Guerlain by Guerlain is really just a hug in a bottle. It just smells like comfort. Something about this just smells so kind. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but if I came across somebody that smelled like this, I would just assume that they were kind and like had motherly instinct, that I would be safe around them. This is just a very safe smelling fragrance. And so, yeah, my hug in a bottle would be Mon Guerlain by Guerlain. What is your secret weapon of mass seduction? Now, y'all, when I tell y'all, I've thought about this, and my weapon of mass seduction would have to be Orientica's Royal Amber. Now, first of all, Royal Amber is so loud, y'all. Like, I'm a heavy sprayer and I got to be careful when I wear this. But it's just so good. My daughter calls this my princess fragrance, and there's no question about it why she would call it a princess fragrance. It is seductive, it is loud, it is bold. This thing like enters the room well before you and it exits the room well after you. This is also very crowd pleasing when applied properly. I have over sprayed this and it was an unpleasant experience for me, just because this is a fragrance that you will not go nose blind to. You will constantly smell yourself. And I like to smell my fragrance, but I didn't like to smell it as much as I did that day. So you have to be very careful. But when applied properly, this just leaves like if you met somebody for the first time smelling this, they will always remember you by this. This is just a fragrance that will leave an imprint in somebody's mind and they will never know what it is that you're wearing. Like, I don't believe anybody could just guess, like, oh, yeah, she's wearing Royal Amber. Mm. This is so good, y'all. I don't know. And the longer it's like in my closet, just I learned the word maturating because it's getting older, it's maturing. And the longer it sits in my closet and just maturates, the better it gets. Like, seriously, the better this gets. My secret weapon of mass seduction, because I will go on, is this Royal Amber by Oriental. So, number 5 is what is a fragrance that you never wear but can't part with? To be honest, y'all, it's Sultry Pear by Zara. Sultry Pear is Zara's take on Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle. And to be honest, I don't know why I don't wear it. I do know why I don't wear it. All right, let me tell you. I don't wear this because I am very interested in getting La Belle, more specifically La Belle Le Parfum. But if I got like the original La Belle, I would be completely ecstatic about it. And every time I pick this up, like I want to wear that scent. I love that scent profile. It's so beautiful. And the pear in it is so good and like seductive. It's not like that typical, like juicy kind of, I don't know how to explain it. This is like a sexy pear. Oh, it's so good. But something about this is just missing the mark when it comes to the La Belle formula. Something about this kind of is giving me pencil shavings. And I think that's why I don't reach for it. But that only is like in the initial spray and then it begins to dry down and it's really, really good, y'all. But for whatever reason, I can't pick this up. Like, look at the little dent. Look at that little tiny dent in it. And for whatever reason, I can't seem to bring myself to reach for it. And I also can't bring myself to get rid of it. All right, y'all. So number 6 says, what is your favorite fragrance that you don't wear enough? This one was a bit hard because I feel as though I wear all the fragrances that I like until I realize, like really looking through my collection, and there's a fragrance that when it first came out, I was like head over heels. Head over heels. Do y'all hear me? I was in love with this fragrance to the point I bought 2 that day. I bought 2 of these fragrances that day. Mix Bars Whipped Almond. This is my first bottle. And mind you, I have another one. I have a backup of it. Y'all, I purchased this the day it launched. Something about this is just so darn good. As a matter, I could wear this right now. Shoot, I could spray this on right now. Oh my gosh. So Whipped Almond has like this really sweet cherry-like scent to me. But it's like that Jergens kind of scent, that almond cherry kind of scent. It's slightly like that, but the cherry scent that I'm getting is like juicy and tart. Um, This will honestly smell really good with Everlasting Magic from Bath and Body Works because that's like really, really like a tart cherry juice kind of scent. That would be really, really nice. But anyway, this is so good, y'all. And honestly, this is the first fragrance that I ever just bought 2 bottles of right then and there. Now, granted, it was inexpensive, but I still have never purchased 2 of the same scent at the same time. Like, I would probably buy one, use it, realize that I really like it, and then buy another one. But I bought 2 of these right on the spot. So, this is actually one of my favorites. It's creamy. It's a little bit nutty. I don't know, but my nose picks up a really juicy, tart, like drippy cherry scent. And it's just so good. But ask me how many times I've worn it. Like, you can see it for yourself. There's barely a dent. There's barely a dent. Where's the dent? It's non existent because I don't reach for this and I don't know why. But I tell you what, after tonight, I'm about to, oh, that smells so good. Oh my God, this smells so good. I'm about to start wearing this all day, every day. Hopefully, I come back on here in the next like couple of days. Well, let's be realistic, in the next couple of weeks. And I show y'all this fragrance with a dent in it. Oh my gosh. So my favorite fragrance that I don't wear enough of, but that's about to change, is Whipped Almond by Mixbar. So the question is, what fragrance would you recommend for beginners to smell unique? Now this one was kind of hard because I feel as though I've been like revamping my fragrance collection to the point where I don't think I have really like a beginner friendly fragrance. I had to really, really search, y'all, and think. And I still don't know if I picked a good fragrance for this question, but in my collection, the part that's tripping me up is the fact that it's a beginner that wants to smell unique. Like, those are two, in my mind, that doesn't go hand in hand. Like, as a beginner, I can't imagine you smelling unique. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a beginner with fragrances, I feel like you would want something that's more mass appealing, something that's easier on the nose, something that you would feel comfortable just walking outside in. So this fragrance right here, it's not crazy, but it's also not one that I would think would be super beginner friendly, but it's really, really, to me, it's like an easy wear to me. So I chose Liquid Gold by Dawkins Aroma. Now, Liquid Gold is Dawkins' take on Gentle Fluidity Gold by Maison Francis Kirk de John, or MFK. That's the guy who made Baccarat. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that name. That's the guy who created Baccarat. And this is another one of his fragrances. But this one is from a Black-owned business called Dawkins Aroma, which I happen to really like. Okay, now I happen to really like their version better. I think it lasts longer. The scent is very similar. It's like very similar, but I feel like theirs lasts longer. And you ain't spending that much on this. Okay. I think it's about $60 for a 1.7 fluid ounce, and gentle fluidity is like upwards of 200. This is so good. Now, I thought that this was a rose scent. Apparently, there is no rose in this fragrance, but if you ask me, it's like a powdery, very like a pretty powdery, rosy, vanilla kind of scent with possibly some amber in there. I feel like a lot of people don't wear this, at least where I am. I don't I don't smell a lot of people wearing this. And the scent profile itself is not necessarily one that is big on the market. Like, I don't think there's a lot of fragrances that smell like this. Yeah, this is my pick, y'all. This is the only one that I could honestly think of in my collection that is unique enough and still safe enough for a beginner. And that is Liquid Gold by Dawkins Aroma Co. So number 8, this question, number eight's question is, what is a fragrance that you love that everyone seems to hate? Now, I can't talk about everybody on the social medias or anything, but I could talk about my husband, right? And he literally hates this fragrance, and I love it. Um, this is Ragba by Latafa. No, this is not the bottle that it comes in, y'all. But I had to decant mine because my husband was like, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to find that perfume and I'm going to throw it out. But he could never find the bottle because I decanted it and I put that bottle somewhere far away that he will never find it. But Ragba, for those of you that don't know, it's by Latafa. That's a Middle Eastern brand. And this is very much so a Middle Eastern fragrance. So this has like that incensey kind of scent to it, but it is just an overload of vanilla and sugar. It is a big, heavy dose of vanilla and a heavier dose of sugar. And to me, when I first got this, it smelled like a flat Coca-Cola, to be honest, with a hint of like spice to it. But the more and more I like have it and let it sit, it's just a really purely like sweet vanilla. Like it's so good to me, y'all. I don't understand how someone could dislike this fragrance, but apparently a lot of people dislike this fragrance. A fragrance that I love that he seems to hate. And as the reviews are showing, a few people actually hate it, is Ragba by Latafa. So number 9, I'm low-key scared to even tell y'all this because I don't want y'all to hate me. Like I want you guys to watch this video and love me. But number 9 is going to make you guys probably hate me. All right. So what is a fragrance that you own that is overhyped? That you believe is overhyped? And I'm going to just show y'all. Like I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm going to just show y'all and I'm going to move on. Let's keep going because y'all not going to get me. Oh, you want to know why I think it's overhyped? Okay. This is overhyped to me because I just, social media, like people just be saying everything and they're like, oh, vanilla, it's such a good vanilla fragrance. Oh, vanilla. It's not a bad scent at all. I actually really like this fragrance, but it's sweet, it's pretty, it's girly, but in my mind, it is overhyped. So number 10 says, what fragrance is on the chopping block? Y'all probably won't even know this fragrance, but I'm gonna show you anyway because in my collection, my personal collection, this one is just like getting a bombastic side eye. Rawa by Al Haramain. Now let me explain something to you. This is supposed to be like a Carolina Herrera good girl dupe like fragrance. It's not bad. I actually wore it the other day, and scent wise, it's not bad. Like it's pretty. But when you smell it out of the bottle, right? It smells nice. Like it smells good. It smells similar-ish to Carolina Herrera Good Girl. It's not the best dupe out there. But it was giving what I wanted it to give because Carolina Herrera, the original Good Girl, is like so sexy that it's too much for me. It's too sexy for me. It wears me rather than me wearing it. So when I got this and I smelled it, I was like, okay, I can do that. Like I can rock with that. However, I sprayed it on and within like 20 minutes, I couldn't smell myself anymore. And I didn't like that. Now she's on the chopping block. The only reason why she's still here is because she's fairly new-ish. So she's been sitting in the closet. She's been maturating. So I don't know if maybe the performance got better. The scent definitely did get better because before this smelled kind of like if Carolina Herrera Good Girl was turned into like a kid's fragrance. Um, but smelling it right now, the scent has gotten better. Performance wise, I don't know. So right now, Rawa is on the chopping block. So number 11 says, what is the last fragrance or perfume that you ordered? And the last perfume that I've ordered for myself, because I have purchased gifts, but they are wrapped up, so y'all won't even be able to see those. But the last fragrance that I purchased or ordered for myself was Ajaib Dubai, and this is by Latafa. I cannot wait to do a review on this fragrance. But yeah, you guys, Ajaib Dubai is the last fragrance that I have purchased for myself. I'll give y'all a close up because you can have that much. It's a really weird bottle, right? So strange, so strange. But we also got to give them props because this is like a little bit of an art piece. What fragrance is at the top of your wish list? Ooh, this is a good one. So I was really thinking, y'all, because I'm like, I don't know. What is on the top of my fragrance list? Like my wish list. What do I want? The most, like real bad. And the thing that I want real bad is Argos Birth of Venus. I don't know if you guys know about the House of Argos, but it's kind of new to me. I got put on by one of my girls, one of my sisters on TikTok. I got put on to Argos from her. And ever since then, I've been like stalking their site, to be completely honest. And I'm like, okay, how am I going to go about this? Because they're not cheap. Like the fragrances are not cheap. Their fragrances are like 170 and above, I think. And to me, that's not cheap. Like your girl don't just have all this money to be splurging on all these different perfumes all the time. And they have quite a few fragrances that I'm like really interested in. But the one that really has caught my attention, it came out in September, and that is Birth of Venus. So that's at the top of my wish list. It's gonna get got one day. I don't know what day, but it's gonna get got one day. That's definitely on the top of my wish list. So the last question, y'all, is what is your one fragrance for life? My for lifer. What's my for lifer? Citizen Jill by Michael Malone. Now, this is a house that I came across for my birthday last year. And I had a couple of options, and this is the one that I decided to go with. And boy, oh boy, am I happy. Citizen Jill is like a freshie, but it's not a freshie. So this is like a pretty floral, fruity, fresh scent. This is definitely an all year round scent. It, this is just the fragrance that you know you're going to smell good all day long with, in the dead of heat, in the middle of the winter. Like you're going to just smell good all the time with this fragrance. And I just want to show y'all something. Hopefully you can see it, but I don't have a fragrance that mists like this at all. Look at this. Hold up, wait a minute. Did you see that mist? And y'all, the fragrance, this just smells so good. It like smells clean and sweet at the same time. Like it's fruity, it's floral, but it's clean. But it's like something about it is a bit like intriguing. This just smells, oh my God. Like this is a for lifer. This is a for lifer. All right, you guys. So that is the end of this video. I'm completely tired. I have like one or possibly two more videos to try and record tonight. So that is it, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give me, what is this? What are we doing? That is it, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Drop your comments down below. Smash the subscribe button while you're at it. Click the notification bell. That way you never miss another video from me, your favorite girl, Stephanie Chanel. And I will see y'all in another one. Peace.